Whew. All right.
Hi.
Can I get a table for 3, please?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, what are your hobbies? Yeah, I like isekai as well. My lady, hope you're having a lovely dinner so far. Hopefully you do put out, because I'm trying to smash. Here comes the airplane. Oh, got a little something on your mouth there.
Gerby.
What's up? Konnichiwa otakus, it is me, the Katana Reviews, back again, and I am very excited today, guys, because I have just received in the mail my long-awaited Rosemary doll. This is the Elsa Babe GX6, 165 centimeters of pure silicone pleasure. And I cannot wait to get this baby up out of the box and give it a whirl. This particular model name is the Mizushima Suzuran. You know how I like them, Oriental. All right, without further ado, grab a glass of orange juice and your favorite snack, and let's get into it. Well, I can't show any of this. As you can see right here, we have the head that we are going to screw on. Very beautiful. Hey, Gerbert. I love you very much. Oh, thank you, Mommy. All right, let's put it right on. Now, from the outset, her skin is a little bit more caucasoid than I expected when I ordered the Asian, and I clearly specified the Asian. But you might be asking, is that it? Was that all that's in this box? Just this bald-headed bitch? Well, let's go see what kind of customization options they included. This bitch got some flippy floppers. Okay, so here's what we have by way of customization. We have some different colored eyeballs. That's a very nice touch. Next up, we also have some different hair choices, as well as some undergarments and shirts, some clothes, and what looks to be a vaginal irrigation tube. Very nice to suck up all that jizz. I'm gonna need that. All right, now let's get it all dressed up. Woo! Okay, guys, this right here is the complete package. As you see, she is looking very beautiful. I will say the flexibility on the joints is quite stiff, and she is very heavy. There's some sort of titanium frame. This bitch is heavy as fuck trying to move around, so it was quite difficult getting her into these positions while I'm trying to, hit it from the back. But now I'm going to go ahead and run some additional tests on this so you can get a feel for what this product is like and what it's made of. Let's go right on to the absorption test. next is the durability test, and thankfully I am quite adept at Jeet Kune Do, so I will use my skills in order to test how durable Miss Mizushima is here. She did end up losing an eyelash after I practiced my skills. Now, I have given it a whirl quite a few times already off camera, and I will say the orifices feel quite nice. They are vacuum seal tight, but maneuvering her around and getting my little Peter up in there proved a little more difficult than I would like. However, it did feel quite nice, you know. Overall, I would give this product a strong 8 out of 10 from The Katana Reviews. Thanks for watching, and check in next time. I'm out. Watashi sayonara. All right, but let's really get serious here. All right, we have to consider the merits of using one of these bad boys over a real woman. You know, let's just weigh the pros and cons. To start with, women like to talk. I mean, a lot. Yap, yap, yap. That's all these hoes be doing. It's what they do. It's the first thing they do, right? With this right here, you won't have that problem. She won't say a damn word. And I mean, that is quite nice. Second thing, bitches be talking. What else do they do? Infamously, bitches be shopping. Not this. You don't have to worry about that either. This is a pure creation, you know, uncorrupted by human greed. It won't ask for anything. It won't talk about anything. It'll just sit there, waiting for your wrath. Alrighty then, let's see how this cleaning system works out. Okay, stick it on in there. I have a little confession to make. I've made a grave mistake. The original thought behind this video is I was gonna get the doll, you know, have them send me a doll to make a funny video. Just had some bits planned with it purely for the goofs and gaffs. I had never intended to actually utilize the product for its intended purpose. In the footage you saw, when I said that I've already tried it out multiple times, at that time I was joking. It was just a joke. However, I can no longer say that's the truth. It was a cold and lonely winter night. The snowflakes were gently caressing my window pane as I was tossing and turning, trying to get a good night's sleep, restlessly. And I'm not sure about yourself, but on nights like these, where I'm left alone with my thoughts for hours, tossing and turning, my line of thinking eventually gets to the point, I eventually start having thoughts that activate my Peter. So now I'm touting a pumped up bird in the wee hours of the morning, tossing and turning, and you're trying to find a position that doesn't rile it up more. Eventually my willpower faltered, and I arose from my restless slumber, slowly tiptoeing through the darkness to my closet, where the doll was kept concealed and closed. You see, I kept it there to avoid any temptation. But alas, it was a fool's errand. I could feel the archangels watch me as I dragged the lifeless doll over to my bed and proceeded to unclothe it. And after that, you might be able to imagine what happened. I ain't gonna lie, I was going ham on that bitch. I was going turbo on that ass. I was ghost riding the Wraith. I don't really know what that means, but look, I fully intended to take this to the grave. This was to be an event in my life that I threw in the cellar and kept forever. But I don't know, something just told me to keep it real. Something just told me to be authentic. But it is pretty funny. I got this thing and I just couldn't resist. In my defense, this is a pretty unique situation. Okay? I'm a 20-year-old guy. My libido is very high. It's peaking. I come under possession of this doll because I had a funny idea. I got it for free. And now it's just sitting there. You know, what other, you know, late teens, early 20s guy you're trying to tell me you wouldn't give it a whirl? At that point, you just lack an inquisitive spirit. You lack curiosity. You're not an adventurer. You're lame. You know what I mean? No, I was just horny. But now what I could do is give you a genuine review. You know, what it's like. Aren't you so curious about what it's like? I could tell you, so you don't have to do this. This is just a doll. There's no sort of extra stuff going on. You know what? It kind of feels realistic. If you were to feel deep breaths, for example, it's like, huh, okay. It's also about as heavy as a person of that size. It's like 100 pounds or something like that. And what I can tell you is they definitely got the vacuum seal going on. Shawty had that gorilla grip, you could say. It does lack the warmth. Honestly, that didn't really pose much of a problem. But really what it lacks is the dynamism. There's no reaction. It's a lifeless, still doll that you're chugging away at. The crazy thing is, when you're in the midst of it and you're going at it, it's like it doesn't matter. It's like your brain doesn't register the difference. You're in this mode where your higher faculties are now shut down. You're like an animal. And there's no difference. You're looking down at this frame, this body that looks like a person. It looks like it's happening. It feels like it's happening. For just a few moments, your monkey male brain, stimulated by the real presence of a frame of a woman and the weight, it doesn't register the difference. And then when you finish and you're looking down at this silicone object, I'll tell you, there's something about that post-nut clarity after you just nutted in a fucking doll that's a different beast. It made me realize something. Just how easily the male brain is fooled and how easily your logical faculties fail. The main difference here is that you're missing this ego stroke, and it's weird. What you're doing is weird and creepy. But once you get into it, and if you remove this self-awareness, don't get the application of this mixed up, okay? It's like a little bit worse than the real thing, right? Because it's got the suction, but it doesn't have other stuff, whatever. I'm going down. But soon enough, they'll come up with a robot and all this VR technology and shit that will feel better than the real thing. It'll have all this technology, triple suction, tickling your balls, doing all this crazy shit. But that's not really the point, because at the end of the day, a nut's a nut. So what I've realized is that sex is only really worth it. It's only really dope if you actually really like and know and love the person. It looks like the real thing. It feels like the real thing. So if women to you are not much more than things, you may as well just have the one investment and buy one of these. Save yourself a lot of time, a lot of hassle. That way you don't have to hear them talk about their star signs or buy them $9 boba. It's a win-win. So yeah, overall I'd give it a 7 out of 10. What has worked for a long time in regards to relationships isn't really working anymore. And so many guys are destitute and just willing to take anything. So if I will send in my prediction, I think things like this are going to get a lot more popular. Become quite a larger industry, and they're going to have to step up their game because this thing's kind of clunky. It's hard to work with. There's not any real technology here, so maybe to avoid the incel rebellion, they're going to have to start putting more AI in these things. You know, a super suction twister machine in each of the orifices. I mean, the ears and the nose don't even have holes in there. I mean, what if I want to get freaky? Yeah, man, if I'm thinking from the perspective of one of these guys, I get this thing, it's not going to hold me off. I'm going to have to go shoot up someplace or something. So, peace out.